Yes, now welcome back to the channel. It's LGSkipper, and yes, different location, I know, very different place. Obviously I didn't play in the game recently against Ospinas, but I have the match report here, and yes, I'll read it through and then you'll obviously find out along the way with myself. I haven't actually read through it yet, but this is the view I'm dealing with today. Absolutely stunning, beautiful. I do apologise if you can hear the like someone mowing the lawn or whatever, but you know, beer in hand as well, so drink responsibly. But here we go. Match report. With some of the FTFC boys meeting early, they were able to catch the second half of the co-main event of the evening with Wawa vs A3 Milan, warming up the fans for the league front runners. The game didn't disappoint, but took a short lull when Geffen kindly went to collect the ball that had been sent over to the car park. With the sun shining, he clearly thought, what's the rush, and decided to take a leisurely stroll out of the cage to collect the ball, only then to realise his horror that it was the only ball Eugene had with him for the evening, and breaking out into a run for the last 2 steps to retrieve the ball, with everyone in the vicinity staring directly at him. I feel like I'm reading a bloody book at the moment. FTFC were only able to field a bare 5 against the same number of Ospina's players, exactly how the opposition would want it. Nick arrives to complete the FTFC lineup before declaring he is still nursing himself through the back end of a 2-day hangover, and questions are asked, as well as all look forward to find out if he'll also a carrier of the Robbie Sellers gene. It was a carrier of the Robbie Sellers gene, good lord. This is why I don't read in public, guys, as you can clearly tell. Max, still banging on about his mysterious shin injury, prepares just to be playing in goal, and opts to don running trainers. This, along with not being able to source any keeper gloves and a distinct lack of GoPro setup in the goal, leads to him looking like a fish out of water between the sticks. The match starts with some nice football from FTFC, demonstrating some slick rotations and effective passing patterns. Gardner starts the game with confident touches, forward passes and well-timed deployments of the go-go gadget legs, disposes to sprint Ospina's forward. The deadlock is broken when Echesa picks up the ball in the middle of the park and lays it out to Gardner, who meets it with a great touch, lovely delay and cutback to a waiting Lewis, not me, who ghosted away from his marker to stroke it home with a first time shot, 1-0. Love it from the boys. The game continues much in the same vein, with some nice football from both teams, but FTFC just edging the early exchanges. Geffen Lewis starts the game quickly and doesn't look back from there. Some clever touches up the pitch, linking well with his teammates whilst also working very hard off the ball. FTFC finally get the breathing space they are after when Richards punches a pass into Echesa's feet, barely in the Ospina's half. A great first touch on the back foot leads the ball down the right hand channel before he spines and shifts the ball back with his right outstep. This action sends the defender to the local Nisa for a bag of Takis crisp before lasering the left footed shot right in the truncheon stanchion. Nick's trademark striker instincts are put on display for all to see. Sorry Nick, I've been bloody pronouncing your surname wrong all this time. With Richards consistently calling for the pass back to the keeper at any opportunity and clearly getting cocky from the previous pass, he tries one again. However, this time the distribution is sloppy and it puts the FTFC player under pressure, who has the ball nipped away before a tame effort squeezes in the bottom corner. 2-1, pressure on. The game continues at a frantic pace, which leads to JC chancing a look back towards his keeper and calling for the swap. Richards enters the mix after a sizable period away from the San Siro carpet and immediately empties the gas tank in the first 5 seconds by getting on the end of a 1-2 with a chest before firing a shot that flies true but straight at the keeper. Ospina start to turn the screw with their running power and start to win the territory battle over the boys in green. FTFC keep it tight and make it to the break with a slender lead still intact. Second half starts not much different from the end of the first half. FTFC seemingly to only have the legs to batten down the hatches and offer only glimpses going forward. Ospina tails are starting to wag. The 5 gristled FTFC vets battle well and show a willingness to put the hard yards in, but there is no question that there are some tired legs out there. The same cannot be said for Geffen, who seems to find yet another gear from somewhere. JC also steps up when the team needed the player/gaffer the most. He shows some nice touches to dictate the control and to control the game. Ospina start to push further and further forward, even hitting the inside of the post 3 times within a 5-minute window to test the FTFC nerve. Nerve check pass with flying colours as Nick finishes the game, making it 3-1 with 2 minutes left, with another tidy finish, and the tension is finally broken. The final whistle goes and Geffen finishes the game, bloodied at the knee, but still with a spring in his step, although the post-match debrief did lead the team to the conclusion that it could be due to his post-3-point activities. Geffen got man of the match. Things we absolutely love to see. A massive win from the lads there. Really do. I'm really glad they're able to get that result. Still top of the table. This is what the other results were on that day as well. So the other results on that day was the Benzball losing to Taken Latis 2-0. And one of the Benzball had their keeper in that game. Wawa beating A3 Milan 6-2, absolutely unreal there. I mean, Wawa getting their revenge on A3 after losing to them in the first game of the season, I believe it was. And FTFC obviously beating Ospina's 3-1, which leaves the table looking like this, with FTFC at the top of the table, still unbeaten in 7 games on 19 points. A3 Milan in second still with 13 points, with Wawa with an unreal comeback so far. Even though they lost their first 3 games, have now won 4 games on the trot, now on 12 points, only 1 point behind A3. The Benzball in 4th on 8 points, with Taken Latis starting to make a little bit of a comeback up the table now. Ospina's in 6th on 6 points, and Cold Street still at the bottom with 3 points, but they still have a game in hand on the teams above, which doesn't really make too much of a difference. Obviously, it goes without saying that I don't have any footage of the game. I just wanted to read out the match report and also get something across for this game, obviously, because I still wanted to put something out there as I'm on holiday and so forth with Corona in hand. But yeah, I want to say well done to the lads. Absolutely unreal today. Really well done. Can't wait to get back soon. I think we have our game week off the week after, so I don't think there will be an upload after this video for at least a week or 2. Not too sure who our next game is. Let's have a look. Our next game will be against Cold Street, who we did beat towards the beginning of the season. I think it was 6 or 7-0. So hopefully we can get another big result against them, because that will really help our goal difference out as well. So yeah, on to the next game. Can't wait to get back and play. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.